I've never pulled anything that dry and powdery out of a carburetor. What's up, Buck? Doug with Dini in the garage. I have this motor that I picked up on a snowblower, just about as abused as you can get. When I got it, it didn't have a carburetor. Found one in the junkyard. Today we're going to rebuild this, see if we can get it running. Didn't have a muffler, same thing. I found one in the junkyard. The cylinder was crammed full of, wait for it, anti-seize, because this motor was seized when I got it. Previous owner assumed, I don't know what he assumed. He assumed this was for unseizing engines, I guess. It's not. It didn't do any damage though. We were able to get it cleaned out and get it to bark last time. If you want to see the video of that, we kind of were crawling around it and assessing it. I still didn't know if it was actually, you know, blown apart in the bottom end. It's not. She's perfect. So I'll leave a link to that video up there in the corner there. But today we want to get it running. I've got a gasket set here that I had in stock for an HS110. I'm pretty sure it's the same block. I already measured the head gasket. They're the same. I wouldn't mind replacing the sump gasket. And obviously I don't have gaskets for the muffler, for the carburetor, anything else that looks like it's leaking. We'll get this thing going because ultimately this motor's in pretty good shape except for what the previous owner did to it. So let's real quick finish cleaning off this head. Shouldn't take us too much longer. We'll scrape off the old gasket, get the head gasket put on, get the sump gasket put on, and then see about getting our fuel delivery figured out. Alrighty, friends, let's get this head sealed up. Brandy new head gasket. These do have a torque spec. I couldn't care less what it is. I know it's in inch-pounds, though. What I will tell you is if you are... So here's what I like to do. Get 2 bolts in to line up your head gasket, right? That way it won't be all catty-wampus when you get her down there. And then start those guys. That's all you need to do. Perfect. What I was saying was, if you don't want to break out the inch-pounds, use a 1/4 inch ratchet, the shortest one you have, so you can't put a bunch of extra torque on it, and just, you know, snug them down. Now, if you guys weren't watching, I'd probably run these down with the impact and then tighten them. But I know that would give you guys a coronary if you saw someone tightening head bolts with an impact. Oh my goodness. So I'm literally taking these just down so that they meet the metal on the first one. If y'all haven't been to Harbor Freight to pick up a set of these wobble extensions, oh buddy, you're missing out. And I know they have them elsewhere, but do they have them for 10 bucks? No, they don't. God, I think it was 9, 3 of each, which I have time for, but I'll tell you what. Alrighty, friends, these are all snugged down, literally finger tight. Oh, set these, and dink, and dink, and dink, and dink, and dink, and dink, and dink. And then we'll go a little more. I'd like to point out, I'm pretty sure Project Farm cranks his down with the drill, right? There we go. That feels just right. Slam our spark plug back in, which we got cleaned up last time. There's definitely some residual anti-seize, no big deal. One thing's for sure, this motor ain't gonna rust on you, right? That'll do. Perfect. Let's do this sump gasket. What do you say? I mean, we might as well. We had it off. I'm worried it's gonna leak if we don't. Not strictly necessary, but provides me with some good peace of mind, as this is likely the last bit of maintenance this thing will ever get. Because if it works, well... Oh, can I share with you my favorite thing I've bought for working on small engines? It was on sale. It's this little Metabo set of 1/4-inch impact sockets that slip right into your 1/4-inch impact. This has been 10 out of 10. All small engines are pretty much 1/4-inch to 1/2 standard. So if you work on small engines like this, go out and grab you one of these for your impact. If you don't use an impact, well then obviously you don't need one. I don't know what to tell you. Whoops, there go all the fasteners. What an idiot. Okay, hold on. We're going to clean this up real quick, get that guy slammed on, and then we'll get into the fun bits. This is not the fun bit. Messing around with the carburetor, that's the fun bit. Alrighty friends, let's let that RTV dry a little bit before we fill her full of Earl and get this muffler put on here. Does look like it's a perfect fit, which is good. Alrighty friends, got that muffler put on. I do believe it's time to start messing with our carburetor. I found in that HS110 kit, we have a carb gasket that looks like it's going to work just nicely. Perfect. Time to get into this carb. What do you think? Full of potatoes or ready to go? You tell me. Alrighty, friends. Main jet's not too bad. Ooh, main jet's nice and clean. Adjustment screw spins real nice. I think this fiber gasket's even still good. Moment of truth. Oh, buddy, it's mint inside, except for a little pile of corrosion dust right in the corner. But this is 10 out of 10. Look at that. Does it, it even seals. Beautiful. What more could you ask for? We do have to make an adjustment to that float. I don't know if you can see, but it's too high, so it's going to let too much fuel in. What you want to do is have your float parallel with the base of the carburetor there. So what we're going to do is pull this float out, and we're just going to nudge this little tab right here up. Just a bit, not a lot. Oops, just a little bit. Perfect. Now we'll put our needle back on there. Should we change our seat? I don't think we need to. It was sealing just fine. I'm not going to bother wasting a seat. There we go. We got our needle back on there. Put the pin in. And there we go. That's a much more level carburetor float bowl. What's going on in this carb bowl? It's like a big old pile of corrosion dust. Is that what it is? It's like drywall dust. I don't know what in the world that is. I've never pulled anything that dry and powdery out of a carburetor. It's always gunky, you know? I don't know what that is. I want to say it's corrosion. Did an animal bring it into the carb? What's going on? Was there spiders in there? Carb bowl is clean. Very interesting. I don't know what it is, but it's out of there now. I'll bet. Oh man, I'll bet we could throw this carburetor on and just have a run. I mean, look at it. Should we give it a shot? We're obviously going to give it a shot. Oh man, it's starting to look like a motor again. Sure enough is. Oh, those are corks. Let's see. Guess we have to rig up a fuel system. We go steal the gas tank off the other one? Probably, right? Alrighty, friends. This one is going to end up being probably going to be a parts unit. It's pretty rusty, so I don't really have any reservations about stealing the... that was tightening. About stealing the gas tank. There it is. Alrighty, friends. She fits pretty well in there, if I do say so myself. Fits in with the cowl. It fits in this old bracket in the bottom. Now I can't use this piece. There she goes, Christmas. Can't use this piece, but that's okay. I think we can use this piece of bar stock to make our own little brackets. There we go, friends. That is a very sturdy fuel tank. One that does not make contact with the cowl. Well, it makes a little contact with the cowl, but... Alright, friends, now we got to try to run this fuel line through. Oh, I really should have done this before we did the cowl. But I didn't. I think we might actually take the carburetor off to do this. It'll be a heck of a lot easier. Alrighty. Alright, there is a straight shot, but not with this cowl on, so let's go ahead and remove the cowl again. I knew we shouldn't have put it on too soon. Loosen the gas tank. There we go. Now we can get the recoil off. And we can finagle this fuel line we go. I think we got her. Over the river and through the woods. There we go, mazel. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You love to see it, don't you? Now, sorry about smacking the camera a couple good times there. All right, forget that recoil for now. Alrighty, friends, that thing looks like a motor again. Got a gas tank on her. She's got a muffler. She's got carburetor. Should we fill this fuel tank up? Actually, fuel tank had some fuel in it still. That was reasonably good. I mean, it started the other one, so let's crack this petcock. Alrighty, friends, I'm well aware of what a terrible idea this is. This thing should be bolted down. I should just use the recoil, but I don't really care. Just want to hear her bark. That's all I want. No governor set up, so we'll just be idling. See how we can do. See if she'll dial. Let's see. Let's just see. What do y'all say? Boy, this drill is just not happy right now. I wonder if we still have spark. Let's try to help her out a little. There we go. Hopefully that's not all draining into the muffler as we speak. Take two. All right, she kicked. Got the government spying us with their airplanes. I really got to bolt this thing down. Hold on. Oh, we were so close. That was awesome. Let's try to do that again. I don't know if the drill's spinning it fast enough, so try sneaking this guy back on. Oh, buddy, okay, well, we got to do some tuning work. We're going to take that carb all the way apart. She'll run wide open. We're also going to have to figure out her governor. But it's a success for today. For right now, anyway, I mean. Let's see if we can't get her to kick by cranking our idle screw in all the way. Since, again, governor's not set up right now, so it's just sort of at the mercy. Crank that all the way in. We'll put our choke all the way closed. See if we can get her to kick on her own without having to feed her down the throat hole. Alrighty, friends, I'm going to do it to you one more time. We're going to part 3 this thing. I was in editing, and there's just a ton of footage, and I don't think anybody wants to watch an hour-long video on this particular motor, but maybe I could trick you into watching 2 30-minuters, give or take. So we are going to part 3 this thing right here in the next video. As you can see, we're going to get everything put together, including the finishing pieces. We've got filler necks, we've got primer bulbs. We mess around with this carb for a full video, getting her all cleaned out and dialed in, and this thing runs 10 out of 10. Let me just tell you, you're still going to want to tune in to see the process. So leave me a comment down in the squawk box. What do you think about this one? How do you like my gas tank hookup? Good brackets, or should I have figured out something else. I'm telling you, this thing's sturdy as all heck. You can throw this thing across the field by the fuel tank if you want. And between you, me, and a tree, I love having the old style Tecumseh tank on there with this super sassy 1970s top. Oh, I love these things, man. Shoot. 10 out of 10. So, leave me a comment down in the squawk boxes. Let me know what you think. I hope you tune back in for, it's not really part 3. It's just more work on this particular 9-horse. The most filmed 9-horse in the history of the Tecumseh 9-horse. All right? As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.